Going on, everybody? Rez here.
Post toxic.
We're here with a new episode of FRIDEAS, coming at you every Friday with a new idea. Now, I want to talk about this one. What are characteristics that you look for in new friendships nowadays?
Mm. Mm. Drive, ambition, and loyalty.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those are my three.
Okay. Okay, I see. So I would say, if I give three, I would say one would be being real, one would be work ethic, and one would be their their personality in a sense. Like, are they open minded to things? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
do they have like color to their personality? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, do they believe in aliens?
Yeah, shit like that. There you go. Yeah, do they believe in aliens? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's got to be at the top. If you want to be my friend, you got to believe in aliens.
yeah. I just saw they found an alien in Miami or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't really
just
pay
just
attention to
more
that stuff,
distractions
but
for the folks.
yeah,
More distraction. Not saying there isn't any aliens.
yeah,
Just when it comes to mass media, just know there's something else going on.
yeah.
There's
Facts.
always something going on.
Yeah. So, what makes you bring up that topic?
Um, well, because I feel like we're in a new year, a new era of ourselves. I feel like we're evolving mentally. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel like, and also both of us, you and I, have outgrown people in our lives. You feel me? So I feel like there's got to be true intentions with associations. You understand? It can't just be like a, oh, we're cool now. Now you're my bro. Now we're hanging out all the time. Like, it's got to be real. It's got to be something there that makes sense.
Yeah. I just thought of a weird analogy in my head, but I think who I am today is the same person that I probably wish that I could be like when I was a kid.
Right? I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But what part of, like, specifically? What do you mean?
All of it. Well, as a kid, obviously, immature mind, I would see what type of following I have, and that would be right there. I would want to be somebody who has the following that I have. Um, just drive. Just drive. Like, I never think growing up, I always knew that I was gonna do this stuff. I actually not think I knew. I knew I was gonna do all this, but I think I miss or I think I underestimated what my work ethic would be like. Like sometimes to this day, I still can't even believe my work ethic because there isn't anybody in this area or this town that I think I've met, spoken to, or even know of that has my work ethic. Um, Now I know there is people out there in the world, but I just haven't met them yet. But I do know that they exist because they're probably already successful in what they're already doing. And I'm sure there is a handful, couple hundred people that are doing what we're doing right now that's not known that also has a heavy work ethic. But as far as anybody in this town goes, there's not many that I've met. Like, there's kids that have work ethic, don't get me wrong. It's just not on the level that I feel mine is. And that's not me saying that cocky. That's me saying that humbly. I just know that I'm doing this shit every day. Like, and when I say every day, it's like my schedule for the last, like, bro, I don't even know. My schedule, though, on a daily basis is me. I wake up at 6:30 a.m. I go for a walk. I go for a run. I come back, shower, make myself something to eat that's balanced, fruit, protein, all that. Um, Feed my dogs, take my dogs out, do what I gotta do as an adult. And then I just come up in where we are right now, my studio, and I look at what I have on the calendar, whether it's a content day, an edit day, a podcast day, a recording day, a creative day, whatever it is. And I do that from about, well, after my morning routine is done, starting at 6:30, we'll say 7:30, 8 o'clock is when it actually stops, or excuse me, starts. I don't end until about 3:30, 4 o'clock every day. Like there's most of the days I'd be lying if I told you I eat lunch because I forget to eat lunch. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And that's something I'm working on because that's
Yeah.
not healthy. But
Right.
like I will work myself until I have a headache, which also isn't healthy, which is what I'm also working on this year. But yeah, it's just about finding a balance finding a balance within the hustle.
Okay. So the main thing was that I brought up was the characteristics that you seek in others.
Exactly.
So moving forward, when you were talking about maybe there are people out there in the world that are doing what we're doing, or maybe other things they're doing in general, they're just really working hard and they're thriving and striving to be successful.
Yeah.
Like what types of what type of things do you think that you would have to do in order to, I know, things would happen naturally, but like what do you think will happen in order for you to meet up with some of these people? Do you think you would have to leave the town, or do you think it would be like a social network type of connection?
Um, so I already have those internet connections with other artists. I mean, we don't talk on a daily basis. We don't even talk on a weekly or a monthly basis, but we know what we got going on. Um we know about the releases that are coming up. We show love to each other's posts, and those artists know who they are. I don't need to shout them out or anything like that. They know the loyalty to one another runs deep. Um I would love to like work with those people in person because that's a different type of connection. But going back into what you said with the characteristics, the first thing I think that attracts me to wanting to have a relationship with somebody as a friendship is drive.
Last thing you left off of what you said, that you're looking for drive. It's like one of the biggest things you look for and seeking new relations.
Yeah, so drive is what attracts me to a person. Um with drive comes ambition because without ambition there would be no drive. Without drive there's no ambition. So those two things correlate. Next would draw like what makes me really want to like work with you and connect with you and help you grow is loyalty.
Mm.
Is like when I say loyalty, it's like when the camera shut off, when there's no content that's being made, like are you an actual genuine friend? You know what I'm saying? Like could I hit you up on some like depressing shit, bawling my eyes out and trust that everything in that conversation is between us? You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck because I dealt with a lot of fake shit. Like at first, I didn't know if you was genuine,
Right.
right? And I'm probably the same going towards me. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably didn't think I was that genuine just because people that you've known in the past, right? So like I ain't know if you was gonna be fully genuine at first. Like you hit me up saying, "Oh yeah, I like your music, this and that, and we should work on something. I'll go to the studio with you. We make a couple songs and this and that." And for a while, our friendship was just music. That's all it was. But then in 2021, when I got the crib and then I had a home studio, it became more personal. We became actual friends. And what made me realize that she was actually genuine and a real friend and somebody I could trust is I remember the one time I was sick and we were supposed to link up and I said, yo, I was like, I can't. I'm sick, and you did something for me that literally my mom ain't ever do for me in my entire life. And bro just hit me up on some like, yo, check your door. And at the time, I didn't have a ring doorbell, so I'm like, what the fuck? And I open my door, and this man has a whole grocery bag full of like medicine, Gatorades, fresh fruit, and I think it was like a note in there, or you text me saying, yeah, hope that stuff helps you get better so we can get back to work, stuff like that. In that moment, I was like, yo, nobody has ever did that for me in my life. And I know I wasn't the only one tripping because my girl said the same thing. She was like, that's really nice that he did that. Like, I don't think anybody has ever done that or would ever even think about doing that. Most people, when their friends hit them up, be like, "Yo, I'm sick." They're like, "All right, bet, yeah, hit me when you're not sick no more." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it was genuine. And then there was that time where me and my lady had to work, and my dog was sick, and like you came and watched my dog to make sure she was good and that we didn't have to take her to the vet.
Yeah.
That right there is loyalty to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I would give my life for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because those small little details, to me, that's loyalty. To me, that shows that you're worth me investing my time into and me investing my drive and my ambition into so I can see you grow along with me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel those are my main characteristics. So drive and ambition, what I feel like go together, and loyalty.
Right. Appreciate that, man. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
facts.
And then that is what's that and mine are being real, work ethic, and having a colorful personality in a sense. Believing in aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, being real to me is like like literally just being real. Like I don't like it's just like being yourself, being honest, you know what I'm saying? Like being a respectful person, like speaking the truth and speaking your mind, and also knowing when not to speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like just being real, like just being calculated and being strategic with your words and your moves. Just being a real person, like how you saying with loyalty kind of plays a role into that. You know what I'm saying? That to me is like being real, just being like having the energy. You can feel the energy. You know what I'm saying when you're around people, or even if you're not around people, even if you're just looking them on social media, you can even sense the energy through their posts, stuff like that. So and then work ethic. I mean that's self-explanatory. I drive pretty much kind of same thing. Like I just would love to be around people that are working towards the greatest version of themselves and purposely being different. You know what I'm saying? And then colorful personality, man. I love forward moving conversation, forward thinking conversation. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
love having conversations where we can talk about something that I literally learned from. Any little tiny thing. Even if it reminds me of something that I already knew, you just reminded me. Maybe I wouldn't have thought about that thing in another 6 months. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by colorful personality. People who think differently, people who think for themselves, who aren't, quote unquote sheep, so to speak. Just for lack of better terms. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think we tackled it. Shawrez's camera just died. Mine's also about to die. So this episode has come to an end. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Fridays. We'll see you next Friday. Peace out.